Wenn Boxen kein Geschäft ist. Aus einer guten Idee ist in Baden-Württemberg der größte Boxverein der Welt entstanden. Fast 3000 Mitglieder halten sich an die Vorgaben der Gründer. Ehrliches olympisches Boxen zur Stärkung von Körper und Geist. Gefördert werden auch viele Jugendliche, die dem Pugilisten eine solide Entwicklung verdanken.
It is one of the oldest sports in the world, with an unbroken spout, boxing. In this German style, the kids of today are promoted to fight back, to control the emotions. 17 years ago, a unique project began to rise in North Baden. Bardia Garib is the driving force of this project, a former book dealer, alternative practitioner and boxing trainer. The art of boxing, Pugilist, the largest boxing club in the world. A German-Iranian with a sense of vision, the search for traces. In 1998, he is looking for a boxing gym and gets lucky with the seller of a second-hand store. 50 square meters, sweat and tears and little space, only one window. We painted everything ourselves. It used to be a shop that was neglect and empty, so we could rent it for our club. That says it all. It worked. We quickly had 70 members and the space was ready to burst. Everybody came to the training sessions. Usually there are 10 active members and the rest are just members in the files. But everybody came, always. We were 35 people. We had to squeeze in there and also into the changing rooms for the warm-up and stretching exercises. Somehow we can smell how it used to be when we watch it now, but it doesn't matter, so the boxing fan. We used to sweat here together. That is the great thing about boxing, it's so honest. Everybody with a pair of gym shorts can do it. You don't need any equipment, it doesn't matter whether you are rich or poor, it's just an honest sport. Pugilist, Latin for boxer, originated. Bardia Garib founded the club together with 6 friends. Bundles of money are spent again and again, and trust is not called into question. I was a young rebel with an idea, but we cannot forget, the association law says that you are jointly liable. Everybody founding member also carries some responsibility. If I had embezzled funds for the club, I would have had major consequences. The old gym was ready to burst with 70 members. After only 9 months we had to look for something bigger, a warehouse. Due to fun, boxing is a popular sport. You don't only stress with the idea of competing. There were 200 members after 1.5 years despite the boxing image. Boxing has always been a peculiar sport, not least thanks to the professional athletes. People are just unaware that the amateur boxing and Olympic boxing that we represent is a noble and classy sport. Of course, if the boxing gym is in the backyard of a rear building, all the cliches are fulfilled and it's difficult to get rid of these stereotypes. But we are real, we are boxers. Which sounds do you hear? In here? Ta 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 ta! Bam bam bam! And the echo of my voice. Again everyone! I like the echo. And it's always cool to roar. Again, the gym gets too small. An indoor tennis center becomes the new boxing heaven. 3,000 square meters, but it's very expensive. They have to raise money, 300,000 in addition to the cost for renovations. The members help, but there's still a risk. It was a big decision and we took our time to think about it. But we knew we want to do it. We have to do it. We've always known that we don't want to send members home because we don't have the space. So we did it, boldly. Be brave enough to show bigness. 2,900 members, Pugilist, the largest boxing club in the world. The fee for the club is 25 euros a month. There are no contract terms, no registration fee, which creates trust. By now, Pugilist is a small company with 4 regular members of staff and 2 trainees. It is open for everyone in Brussels, a city with an above-average proportion of foreigners, 13.3%. 40 trainers, an impressive story linked with one name, Bardia Garib, 43 years old. I'm partly German, partly Iranian. I consider myself to be German. I was born here. It would be weird to describe me differently, but I get many stares when I drive around with a German flag. But for me it's not the color of the skin or the hair that does the training. What matters to me is whether someone is nice or not. If someone isn't nice, he cannot exercise here. If he is nice, he's more than welcome. Easy as this.
Ganz leicht.
Areti Bartzetzes, 21, joined the club 7 years ago, right when she was in her puberty. She's partly Bosnian and partly Greek. She's ambitious and quickly became Badische Meisterin and placed third in the German championships.
Ihr Trainer, Bardia Garib, kümmert sich um sie, wäscht ihr den Kopf, stellt klare Regeln auf.
Areti is the best example for a whole generation in Germany. We're living in a lost generation. They're not German, but they're also not foreigners. They're clever, but they don't have any guidance. They don't have any perspective. Often both parents have to work to earn enough money. Areti Bartzetzes, that's not a German name, but she's German. She only knows the German system, that's what she grew up with. This is often how you end up in surroundings with bad influences, especially when they're still young. A milieu with drugs, violence and crime. Areti also received learning aid for her school education at a boxing club and was able to escape such a grim future. Maths was a disaster. I had really bad grades. At the boxing club there are rules that say when you're bad at school you cannot train. That was important to Bardia, which is why he founded the academy. So first we have to do something for school and for our education, and then you can go to the training. When we were bad at school, we were not allowed to join the training, but we wanted to go, so that's why we made an effort. A winner in real life. She managed to get better grades from a 6 to a 3 in maths, and today she's even finished her apprenticeship. The teachers who taught her reported that the more time she spent at the club, the more self-confident and balanced she became. You can also say that she finished school with good grades. In my opinion, the academy contributed to her success in school.
Recht guten Realschulabschluss gemacht hat, und ich denke, dass dazu sicherlich die Academy auch beigetragen hat.
Train your brain. That is the name of the Academy of the Boxing Club. Promoting the learning ed. No sweating, no boxing. Seems to work well. Professional boxing is not the focus of the club. It is rather about the amateur sport and Olympic values like fairness, respect and appreciation. When I introduce myself, I said that I'm a boxing coach Olympic, which makes you popular. But when you introduce yourself as a boxing coach, you get it first and oh, that is different in many other countries. In Germany, boxing experienced a bit of downfall during the 70s and 80s. It was a sport connected with pimps and horrible people as spectators. It is our goal to get better nationwide, and then of course the big goal is the Olympics. The professional athletes are no longer candidates for the Olympics. Areti gets punched on her nose, but blood is part of the daily life of a boxer. In her excitement, she forgot to take off her nose jewelry.
Zu entfernen.
Schon gut. Nicht so schlimm. Den muss er natürlich rausmachen, ganz klar. Hat jemand nicht aufgepasst.
Der große Stern des Sports 2011, Chancellor Merkel, honors the social commitment of the boxing club. A club characterized by guys, charismatic guys, with a clear message, in plain language, Bardia Garib. Prejudices and stereotypes won't help us. People with guns, Kalashnikovs or radical speeches are not welcome. We don't want them there. We also don't want drug dealers or anabolic drug dealers in here. They're kicked out immediately. I'm very strict in this respect. Of course I follow the laws in this country and respect them. Bardia Garib, a remarkable story. 17 years of Pugilist, a unique project that has its origin in the cellar of a second-hand shop.
Begann.